Hi everybody, welcome back. This is a video about the diecast review. Little strange subject, because this time is a mysterious car. This is an Audi RS6 with an ugly DTM body kit that I found it online, and I was surprised because the item looked extremely toyish and very pricey, for the level that we are used to this type of toys. Usually, as you see in my diecast review, the stuff from the Formula One collection is always between 25 to 30, 35 euros, and the quality is pretty nice, to be closed models, so curbside models. Instead, this model feature an Audi RS6 from Jon Olsson. Jon Olsson is an extreme sportsman from Sweden. I think it was a Red Bull testimonial, something like that, one of that influencer or whatever. I think very, very skilled in ski and something like that. And he participated back in time to the Gumball 3000, where he used this specific Audi that was made like an extreme tuning. I don't remember by whom, not surely from Audi himself, but surely from some very skilled manufacturer, so they featured a very wide body kit resembling the parts used for the DTM Audi, even if the car of course is a production car with a huge tuning probably in the engine. Already the RS6 is an Audi that perform over 600 horsepower, and this was probably even more tuned with this specific wrap over with his name, his number, the 56, and the logos of the Gumball. So it's a pretty strange subject, quite famous just because it was this Jon Olsson, car. The real car actually had been stolen in Sweden from Jon Olsson. They have been found completely burned in Amsterdam a few months later. This happened, I think, slightly before the COVID in 2020, and I was interested in this car because basically it's extremely similar to the other extreme RS6 that I seen in YouTube. It was the car made by the funny guy from UK, Matt Armstrong. He took at a crash at Audi RS6, and when he had to finish the car, he have a very, very interesting YouTube channel that many already know, and I was really, really taken by the series that he made about the rebuilding of this particular Audi that he also blew it up, I think, a couple of times with his typical motto, engine very bad. Really funny to see, so follow him. And the model that I took was then basically the same version. They have an horrific body kit in the front, enlargement on the wheel arches to fit much bigger wheel than the already very big wheels provided by the Audi RS6 standard from the manufacturer. And what was disappointing in this model, it was sold by a German company, and arrived in this box. This was the wrap that I took from eBay. I repeat, it's not an item that you pay 20 euro. This is something that I paid about 50 euro, everything. And what was funny, it was that they also posted with Italian post to an Italian address, applying a German fare over what I bought. And of course it arrived damaged. It was slightly damaged in the front. I tried to make a claim to the seller, but was nearly funny discussion, because it was broken in the front end. Of course, when it's such stuff arrive, of course, it's still bended here. So despite it was very pricey for the item, it had a damage here. All over the model you find a spot of fingerprints, so it looked like a used toy, Absolutely no box. I don't know why. Absolutely no box. And the model probably is very expensive compared to the level of the item we are talking about, because they feature a kind of horrible light system, that is the space for the battery, so you probably can turn on the battery. I don't have any willing to place clock batteries inside this toy, and they feature a lot of openings, but all the model was also, you can see here, seems like a already used one, scratched on the back, scratch there, fingerprints all over. That I didn't do because this is a review that I'm making right now that the model arrived, and waiting to find a deal with the seller, and probably I will not, but I don't think I will send it back is a pain in the ass, you know, and anyway it's not a problem for me to keep an eye that it is slightly damaged. It is just incorrect for the seller to do something like this for him, also because he have to deal with the clients, you know. They also feature a plastic luggage for the roof, made I think specifically for Jon Olsson, you know, to carry inside snowboards and so on. Full opening model, but this is not something that I can consider like a model, you know. This is really, really brutally a toy. A toy that probably have been made, I think, is a kind of gadget from BetSafe, the sponsor, the main sponsor of this vehicle. It is available in the gray and black and in the green and yellow version, you know, the camouflages wrap over the car. I took the model with the remote idea to modify this instead of a Jon Olsson car, to make it Matt Armstrong car, you know. It's much more funny. Also, it was the main reason why I bought it, you know. And I had to study if Matt made different wheel arches and so on. For sure the livery is even uglier than this, you know. Matt made it gray with a red stripe over, and the model requires a lot of improvement to become decent, you know. Of course the plastic part over the wheel arch must be repainted, refixed. You can see clearly all the clips that they used, the huge wings on the side. They are already ugly on the real car, they became even more ugly in a plastic toy. It is really kind of disgusting model. More you have, for example, a friction, you see, friction. This is a toy, exactly a toy, sold pricely and mostly without any type of box. So I get, I don't know if it is available also with the box, this toy, but I get just with the plastic bag, and I will replace it back in a plastic bag for now, also because I'm quite angry for the deal that I had, you know. And absolutely unsatisfied. Also look how badly painted is this line, you know. So it's just, if you really are after some specific models of Audi, the RS6 have been made, I think, in resin by Hobby Design, Alpha Model now they call themselves, but it's the standard Audi RS6, so it is not the ugly model from Jon Olsson or Matt Armstrong, you know. So if you want to build up this car, or if you want just to have this car, also you see in the, look, the front windshield how ugly it looks, despite the mirror lens effect from the lamp. You see fingerprints, scratches, absolutely ugly, you know. Seems a used item, you know. It was funny because then the dealer start to communicate me the address to send it back to the Italian manufacturer that is a warehouse of Chinese products somewhere outside Milano. So I don't have any clue to do this shit any longer, so I keep this and just leave probably a negative feedback, and that's it. You see, it's really badly finished. So my tip this time is that if you are not really inside a specific model of the Audi, to let it where it is and don't buy it. Absolutely don't buy, because it's not worth the money they ask around for this model. I just wanted to buy because back in time I crossed something like this. I think it was from another of these shitty companies making, I think it was a BMW M3 E46, and I lost it. It was also the time it was the same shit, so it have the same friction in the rear wheels, the same toyish parts and so on, but the body was in a way an M3 E46 that I never found around, and the price was anyway at the same level. So I think I will keep this stuff and probably hide somewhere, you know. It's a waste of money. So if I have to say something about this, it's a waste of 50 euro that I gladly would have spent in other subjects, you know, in other, at least 2 Formula 1 cars, brutally betterly done than this stuff, you know. Just as I said, the hope is to make it convert and became like a Matt Armstrong model, you know. I like Matt videos, so it will be fun to make also probably a figure of Matt and his dad saying engine very bad somewhere on the road, somewhere in the world, with the blown up Audi RS6. Was extremely funny. I like it so much, that series. So probably I will go for that when I have the time to concentrate on this garbage model that need to be brutally improved, you know. I mean, even if I make Matt Armstrong car, the car that Matt made is in reality is extremely nice and extremely aggressive. This is just a toy with light, you know. I can turn it on, probably also with sound. You see, there is also a little speaker there, and I really have no clue to listen to this shit, at least right now, you know. Badly assembled also in the front, and no wonder that arrived damaged with the packaging like that, you know. No wonder. So My tip is simply to avoid it, simple like that. This time I really say, nah, it's not so expensive, neither so cheap for the model that it is. If you are not really a big fan or Jon Olsson or Matt Armstrong, really leave it like it is and go for something better. That's it. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next.